I'm Elijah, and I suppose you could call me a freedom fighter. Though in these times, in 1850 Philadelphia, some might use less flattering terms. This compromise will tear the nation apart.
It's the only way to keep the peace.
And then there's all this talk about compromise. Ha! As if you can compromise on a person's right to be free. My work with the Underground Railroad, it's dangerous, but necessary. Every life saved is a victory against injustice. Speaking of which...
You there, woman, show us your papers.
Gentlemen, surely you're aware that the law requires more than mere suspicion to detain a free citizen.
Mind your own business, boy.
I'm minding my business. The business of upholding the law. Now, unless you have a specific warrant... The news hit us like a thunderbolt. President Fillmore had signed the Fugitive Slave Act. Just like that, nowhere was safe. You could feel the change in the air. Suddenly, every shadow held a potential threat. Every unfamiliar face could be a slave catcher. We can't just sit back and let this happen. This law, it's a death sentence for so many.
But what can we do, Elijah? Fighting this could get us all arrested. Or worse.
And doing nothing will condemn countless souls to bondage. We have to act. The debate raged on, but I knew in my heart what had to be done. The Underground Railroad couldn't stop. If anything, we needed to expand. This way, quickly! Sarah, I need your help. Your husband's a journalist, right?
Yes, but Elijah, what are you planning?
We need to expose the truth behind this law. The corruption, the money changing hands. People need to know.
It's dangerous, Elijah. Are you sure about this?
I've never been more sure of anything in my life. This isn't just about me anymore. It's about all of us. As I looked into Sarah's eyes, I saw my own determination reflected back at me. We were stepping into uncharted territory, but we had no choice. The future of our people hung in the balance. Now, you might think investigating corrupt politicians would be all cloak and dagger, but let me tell you, it's mostly, well, it's a lot of reading. And Lord knows, reading wasn't something they were keen on us doing back in the day.
Elijah, look at this. Campaign contributions from known slave owners to senators who pushed for the Fugitive Slave Act.
It's always about the money, isn't it? But we need more, Thomas. We need proof they knew exactly what they were doing.
You there, stop!
Run, Thomas.
Elijah, these letters, they're discussing the act before it was even introduced in Congress.
This is it, Thomas. This proves they planned it all along. The so-called compromise was a sham from the start.
Extra, extra. Kansas-Nebraska Act passed. Popular sovereignty to decide slavery issue.
No. Thomas, do you understand what this means?
More slave states?
It means they're opening up new territories to slavery. It means my family might never be free. I felt the weight of it all pressing down on me. The faces of my parents, my sisters, flashed before my eyes. How many more would suffer before this was over? I looked out at the city, the country I thought I knew, and realized the fight was far from over. It had only just begun. You know, there's a moment in every man's life when he has to decide what he's willing to risk for what he believes in. For me, that moment came on a cold night in October. All right, stay close. We're almost to the safe house.
There they are! Get them!
It all happened so fast. One minute we were running, hearts pounding in our ears. The next...
You're under arrest for violation of the Fugitive Slave Act.
I watched helplessly as they tore that family apart. Mothers screaming for their children, fathers trying to break free. And me? I couldn't do a damn thing. The weight of my failure crushed down on me like a physical force.
You've got a letter, Johnson.
Dear Elijah, I regret to inform you that your family's attempt to escape has failed. Your sisters have been sold south. The news hit me like a physical blow, each word another nail in the coffin of my hopes. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
If there is no struggle, there is no progress.
No, this isn't over. Not by a long shot. I may have lost this battle, but the war for freedom? Well, that was far from over, and I was ready to fight with everything I had. Well, you see, sometimes the smallest pebble can start an avalanche. Our exposé, it was that pebble. The streets were alive with debate. Every corner, every tavern buzzed with talk of slavery, states' rights, and the future of our nation. You could feel the change in the air, thick as summer heat. We stand at a crossroads, my friends. The path we choose today will echo through generations. Will we cling to the chains of the past, or will we forge ahead towards a future of true equality and justice for all? I could feel it in the air. The tension, the fear, the hope. It was like watching storm clouds gather on the horizon. This isn't just about North and South anymore. It's about who we are as a people, what we stand for. The very soul of our nation hangs in the balance. And that promise? Well, it didn't end with the Civil War, it didn't end with emancipation. The road to true freedom and equality is long and winding, my friends. Each generation must take up the torch and carry it forward. The fight for true equality, for justice, it's ongoing. It's happening right now, in your time. So I ask you, what will you do? How will you uphold that promise of freedom? Because, my friends, the choice is yours. The future is in your hands. If you enjoyed this journey through history, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Push the like and notification buttons for more historical stories.